So I wanted to hop on and talk about a situation that is occurring in the industry, and because of the shifting landscape, both in terms of geopolitical tensions, the list of factors and changes that are happening. AI are obviously creating a lot of dispersion in terms of performance, and I think ultimately it's putting investors in a position where they're thinking about where to allocate capital. And I think one thing that I wanted to sort of hop on and talk about is, what to do when, as a PM, when there's redemptions. I've watched a lot of PMs get caught off guard when redemptions start rolling in, not because they didn't know that this was going to happen, but just because they haven't been able to control the narrative and understand how the tone would change internally. So the capital that was once committed suddenly gets held back. The headcount that was promised, the hires that were lined up, the offers that were put out are actually being shelved. And actually that means that everything is in flux. Conversations around collaboration, growth, start to feel like performance reviews. You're expected to trade, to lead and to produce, but now under a microscope. So, in these situations, some PMs do retreat. Some stick their heads down and try and ride it out, wait for the capital to come back and the performance to come. But honestly, that rarely works. The ones who actually hold the conversations, the difficult conversations, the ones that communicate to the management, but also take control of the team morale, they're the ones that usually come out of things looking pretty good. So they don't sugarcoat the situation. They give everyone a reason to be locked in, to talk through the plan, to respond, to be more decisive, to both cutting what just isn't working and delivering what does with less money. One PM recently told me, that quarter I wasn't trying to outperform, I was just trying to re-earn belief, retain, my allocation. When capital gets pulled and your back's against the wall, you're not just protecting your strategy, you're also trying to protect your narrative, because ultimately if things do go sideways, you need to be able to convince the next platform, the next allocator, what your process was. So these are moments that really define some PMs, and there are a lot of people that are getting turned down just because of the response to these more adverse scenarios. So I just wanted to hop on and talk about this because I think it's something that is quietly affecting a lot of people. So I'd love to hear your own opinions and how you've bounced back from maybe a redemption or a drawdown in the last couple of years.